Alright guys, so welcome to lesson number 2 of CRT 5 a.m. model full Forex course. In today's lesson, we're gonna talk about CRT. Okay, what is CRT? Okay, the main idea about CRT, right? Why it works, how to identify the CRT, right? The reading of a CRT correctly. Okay, the candles in the CRT we're going to talk about, the reaction of the price in the range of the CRT, when to apply CRT, and when to seek for entries. Okay, so we talk about these 8 topics in this video, right? So before anything, I will gently ask you to drop your like in this video and drop your comment, okay? Because this is very important. This is your way to pay me back, okay? And don't forget to join our Discord community, right? It's free to join. The link is in the description, and then you can find a ton of quality content about CRT and SRT. Okay, so no further ado, let's begin with lesson 2. Okay, so the main idea of the CRT, right? What is CRT? CRT is candle range theory. Okay, this is what it means, CRT. So if you take a close look, you see that you have a range right here. This is the most important part of CRT. This R right here. Okay, because everything CRT is, it's you're going to see candles, right? Candles. But inside of these candles, we have ranges, right? Because price, so as time, is fractal, right? So every candle has a range inside. And this is basically all CRT is about. It's about ranges inside of the candles. The candle, it's another way to see a range. Okay, it can be a time range or it can be a price range. We'll talk about this later. Okay, but the main fact here is you need to focus here in the range. This is the most important part of CRT is the range. Okay, because you're going to see ranges inside of candles, right? This is pretty basics, right? Um, like this candle here. Okay, let's say this is a bullish candle. Okay, so you have here opening, probably a low. You're going to have a high until here, down, and a close. Okay, so this it's going to be your range. So your price can move from here and come here and come here and do all those things and end up here, right? So this it's what this candle means, right? That you have an opening, you have a low, you have a high, and you have a close. In each candle, you're going to have a footprint of your range, right? So pay attention to this because this is very basic, but it's very important for you guys to know, right? And why this works actually, because in these candles and this candles range, right, you can see your range obviously, but what do you do in range extremities, like in the range high and in the range low? What do you have here? You have liquidity, and liquidity is the fuel of the market. Okay, we're going in depth into liquidity in few lessons from now, but all you need to do and you need to know from here, it's when you have, let's say we've had like this, the range of this, okay, you have liquidity points. Oh, sorry, what the fuck, what I just did, right? So let's draw it again. Okay, you have liquidity points right here, you have liquidity points right here. Okay, of course you have liquidities internals here, but we're not talking about this right now in this video. But you need to focus on the liquidity, okay? Because you have liquidity, and liquidity is the fuel of the market. The market moves only because there is liquidity, and the price, it's no question going from where is liquidity, right? So if you have liquidity right here, this is a magnet from price. If you have liquidity right here, it works like a magnet here and here and here, right? So this is why candle range theory, it works, because it simplifies the way to see the liquidity, right? So let's see how we can read a candle in the charts, right? So I grabbed this example here. You can pick any candle that you want, okay? But I will grab this example right here because this is a valid CRT that we're going to talk about, right? But if you took a closer look in this particular candle, you can do it with every candle that you see, okay? Because every candle has a range, right? So if you take a closer look, let's say we are in the daily time frame, okay? So in the daily time frame, all you see is a candle, right? But if we drop down this for 1 hour, you're going to see there is a range inside here, right? And the range is probably here. You open, right? And then you have a low, you have a high, down, and you have close, right? And that's exactly what is printed in this candle, okay? You have an opening, you have a low, you have a high, and you have a close, right? See how pattern repeats itself? Pretty easy, right? We can see the range better if we go into the 50-minute perhaps, right? So here, what we have here, opening, low, high, and close, right? So you can see then in each candle there's a range inside, and inside of this range, what do you have? You have liquidity, right? This is important for us. Here you have liquidity. This is important for us. Okay, so I need you to pay attention on this because this is very, very, very important on candle range theory. Okay, so now we're going to talk about when to look for a valid CRT itself, right? And when to not look for a CRT, right? So in the CRT cases, like valid CRTs, not talk about regions right now, we'll talk this a little bit later, right? But once you're gonna look for CRT, what you wanna see is a strong candle like this. Heavy candle, can be bearish, can be bullish. It will depends on what you're looking at. Like if you are in a high, probably this candle will be bullish. Okay, if you are in a low, probably this candle will be bearish, be a negative candle, and the high is a positive candle. So you want this type of candle, this strong candle right here, okay, to be formed. We don't want to work with candles like this, and this, okay? This, this type of candle, this type of candle, this type of candle. We don't want to work with this, okay? We want to work in this type of candle, this type of candle right here, okay? This type of candle. You want to have strong candles like this, not candles like weak candles, small candles like this. This don't show us nothing. They'll show the intention of the price. Okay. So once you have your candle marked, okay, but you probably wondering yourself, okay, I know how to mark candles. I know candles are ranges, right? So when and where I'm gonna mark these candles, right? Because okay, I know to seek for a strong candle, and I know in this candle we have ranges inside and we have liquidities. In the extremities and the inside of this candle we have liquidities. Okay, but when I going to look for valid CRT, okay, a valid candle that you can actually trade, like this candle. And this is a major thing. That's a really important thing. Okay, so pay attention. You want to look these candles within a key level, right? And we're going to have a lesson specifically about key levels, right? But key level is nothing more than liquidity points. Okay, so you're going to align the liquidity points with your candle, right? So like this, you have this candle right here, and you have a key level. Okay, you have a strong liquidity point right here. Okay, so you have a key level right here. Okay, key level. You have your CRT. Okay, candle range high, and your candle range low right here. Okay, and if this candle, we purge this liquidity of this key level. That's what's validate the CRT. Okay, so like this, in this case, okay, you have a strong candle, but you have no key levels. You have no key levels. Here you have no highs or no FGs have been taken. Not any lows has been taken. So you have no key levels. Same as this. You have a strong candle, but you don't have nothing here. Okay, you have absolutely nothing from here. Like this as well. You have a strong candle, but you have no key level, right? And this is what the CRT is about. You need to align your strong candle with your valid key level. Once you do that, you have your valid CRT entry, right? And how and when I'm going to enter this, okay? First thing you want to notice is the candle number 1 right here, okay? It's your, let's say, your validation candle, okay? Because if you don't have this strong candle with the key level, it doesn't mean anything, right? The second candle right here, it's your, what the fuck? It's your confirmation candle, right? This candle here is your confirmation candle because this candle purged your CRT high, your candle range high, and purged the liquidity of the key level, right? And this candle must close inside of your range. If this candle close above, close outside right here, you disconsider, okay? And then your entry, it's in the candle number 3, right? That is the distribution candle. And this particular example is not that clear to see the distribution candle, right? Because this distribution candle took a little longer to distribute, but most of the times the distribution candles is going to be heavy candles, right? It's going to be strong candles, because what basically do we have in this CRT way of trading is the PO3. Okay, and I know you guys know the PO3. Okay, so we have the accumulation, and then we have the manipulation, and then we have the distribution. Okay, so all this is about, the candles are the phases. Okay, so we have, and the CRT is the same thing as the PO3. Okay, you're going to have phases. In each candle represents one phase. So candle number one represents phase number one, that is accumulation phase, right? So you are accumulating near an important liquidity point, right? Candle number two is the manipulation phase. Okay, so you're going to manipulate the accumulation and your liquidity point, that that is a key level, right? And then you have your candle number three. This guy is the distribution candle. Okay, the price is going to distribute all the contracts they grab from here until here. Okay, so this is basically what CRT is about. CRT is just another way to see the power of three in the markets. You have the accumulation, the manipulation, and the distribution. Okay, it's all about, as you want to call, turtle soup, manipulation, liquidity grab, fake out. It's all the same thing, PO3. Okay, is the accumulation of contracts, manipulation, get stopped right here, and then distribute the price to make profit. Okay, so I want you guys to take your charts. Okay, go to high time frame key levels like 4 hour, 1 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, and try to find CRTs. Okay, try to find valid candles, valid manipulations, and valid distributions. Okay, and your entry is going to always be in the candle tree. We not talk about entry models right now because it's not the point of this video. The point of this video is talk about CRT and how it's formed and how you can use it. But your entry is going to be in this distribution candle because it's the safest way to enter and it's the easiest and the fastest way to get your reward, right? For some more advanced students, we can grab second candle entries, okay? But it's more, really more advanced, okay? You should focus on candle number 3 entry, right? So for this video is this, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and enjoy this free whole course of Forex for CRT, right? And don't forget to join our Discord community. Okay, guys? So see you guys in the next video. Stay well.